somebody that's a present help in a time of need. Amen. I might be laughing. Amen. But I've got joy because I know the one that's fighting is fighting a losing battle because we're a winner in God. Amen. Now that right there encourage you. Amen. I'll tell you what. Amen. If we can only realize, amen, the ability we have. Amen. I was thinking, you know, the Bible said, work out your own salvation. The Lord asked me, said, what was the first word? I said, work. The Lord spoke to me and said, the foundation of salvation is work. Amen. Whenever a person quits working, they'll lose salvation. Amen. You feel yourself sliding backwards, you know right then and there it's time to get a hold to it. Amen. But I got to thinking, you know, if we got to work at salvation, amen, we know that it's not by our works. Amen. Is that what James said? It's not by your works. Amen. But if we got to work at salvation, amen, we've got an obligation to God. Amen. There's a part that we got to do whether we like it or not. And if we start leaving out one little part, and we start finding a way to cover that up and look at something else, amen, then we notice that we get ourselves in what I like to think a tug of war. Amen. But if we can ever go back to point A and begin to observe things and say, all right, Lord, what did I leave out that I needed? Amen. There's some ingredients there that it takes to be successful in living for the Lord. Amen. Number one, you got to pray. Amen. You got to pray. Amen. That's an ingredient that you cannot set out or leave out. You got to pray. Amen. Listen, Jesus told the disciples, He said, I would that you pray always. Amen. Always. Amen. And then in Luke 18, He gave a parable about the woman with the unjust judge. And then the Bible said, and shall not God do the same for His elect, which cry day and night? I say He will speedily. Amen. So there's an ingredient. You got to pray. Amen. But not only do you have to pray, amen, there's got to be a dedication there that is thick enough and rich enough that you can push the plate away and say, God, today I'm going to give it to you and I'm going to give everything to you. Amen. Fasting is an ingredient. Amen. Don't nobody want to do it because it don't feel good to the flesh. Amen. And I tell you something, I felt that. Amen. But it's the truth. Don't nobody want to fast. Amen. People don't walk around jumping saying, oh, goody, I get to fast. Come on. My Lord, a lot of people that struggle with fasting don't want to proclaim a fast. Come on. Amen. I'm testifying. Amen. A lot of people that won't, they feel an urge to fast. They feel a dedication. God pulling them to fast. But then they get into that fast and the warfare starts. My Lord, you look on the other side of the briar patch and say, man, I can get across there. And then you start out. About halfway you figure out, man, it's harder than I thought. Amen. Prayer and fasting are ingredients. Amen. But the one most important ingredient that you got to have, you've got to have faith. You've got to have faith. Amen. When you look at a situation, you can't look at that situation as a problem. Come on. Amen. You can't look at it as a problem. When you look at that situation, automatically, spiritual instincts got to kick in. And you got to start an analysis on that situation. And you got to say, all right, God, how are me and you're going to get through it? Come on. Not, man, there's a problem, I faced another problem today. That right there automatically starts it off in a negative outlook. Amen. A problem is something that's got to be solved. Amen. But you look at it as a situation. Amen. Automatically gain determination that you're going through. The devil cannot stop you. Amen. You want me to tell you why? Because God said it Himself. I'll never leave you. I'll never leave you. Amen. So when I get to feeling like Sister Diane, that there ain't nobody that cares. And my wife looks at me and says, what's wrong with you? Because she don't understand. I know there's somebody that understands. Amen. I know there's somebody that just the mention of His name. At just the mention of His name, I've got His attention. Amen. Though the devil would try to